Sagittarius, September is starting off with Mercury in retrograde. You're going to have memories of people in the past, situations in the past. You're going to have old job offers return, and some of you are going to accept them while others aren't. But let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of what's coming in the first, second, third, and fourth week of September, because this is a crazy month filled with growth and opportunities galore. So, welcome, Sagittarius. You are starting off the first week of September with the Ace of Pentacles. This is your new beginning, all right? Beautiful new beginning where you have worked really hard. This is new relationship, new interpersonal alignment. Your mind, your body, your spirit, everything about you is in complete harmony, able to move in all different directions, whatever it is that you wanted. This is a big blessing coming in for you, career, all kinds of good things are in store this month. Now, Mercury in retrograde means it's going to feel a little rumbling. If you've been feeling kind of sick lately as I'm uploading this video, it is just coming into the highlighted part of Mercury in retrograde on the 23rd of August, and it lasts for a little while into this month of September before it goes direct. Fatigue, unable to focus, maybe even a low libido, all of these things that are kind of low vibration is actually because the Mercury is being pulled backwards and throwing your energy off a little bit. But as you move forward into that first week, you're going to be feeling better, feeling ready for something brand new. You've been working very hard, and all that hard work that you did before is certainly going to show up in September. But I feel there's more work for you to do. Now, this may be in one area of your life. I don't think it's necessarily in your mind and your body and your soul, like you really have done work. You're a completely different person or en route to complete that personal journey, right? And we always grow, but there's big movements, big shifts where we have to completely strip down everything that we've been taught, everything we believe, and then find the truth so we can build it. I mean, we don't have to, but you, Sag, you've been definitely doing that. There's a little bit more work to do, especially for those of you in your career sector. I feel your finances have been a little bit on the downside, Sag, and you're going to be working. This may be a second job. We're going to look at career in just a moment. We're going to look at relationships, but you have a little work left to do of your own inner growth. And look at Four of Wands, beautiful. Relationships. That is that part. In the third week, you're going to see all the work you've done when it comes to relationships in general. You're picking people who are part of your soul family. It doesn't matter who they are. It matters how they fit into your life, and that you both are walking on the same path. No longer will you allow anyone around you who throws you out of balance, who steals from you, who lies to you, who tricks you. You're done with that. You are done. And it was a lot of work. And that's why you're being rewarded in the first week, saying, this is huge growth. So give yourself a pat on the back. It was hard. This is your personal strength, your inner relationship, and removing anybody in the foundation around you, no matter who they are, no matter how much you love them, you learn to love them from afar. And it created a solid ground for you. But one thing's for sure, relationships are going to be on your mind the third week of the month. And we'll look at that again in a minute. We have this beautiful Queen of Swords. This is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy for some of you. You may have been dealing with this particular individual. You could have it in your chart. One thing's for certain, anyone, like I said, that is causing grief, they will be gone by the end of the month if you have not already done it. This can be a job. It can be living in an area that no longer suits you. This environment, the Four of Wands indicates a home that you live in, the land that you live in. Something wasn't right, and I feel by the end of the month you're feeling so much better. But all of this work you've done, bravo, because it is bringing in something incredible. This is the best series for the month of September that I've seen for any zodiac sign yet. And now I will be uploading them all, a few a day over the next few days. So don't worry if it doesn't show yet. I will be bringing them all back. My break is over. I'm back. All right. Now let's take a look at your career. This Queen of Swords, you may be removing old contracts, and definitely your soul contract is changing for certain. Your soul contract. You've changed your destiny. You've altered and shifted your timeline. Some of you have said, I know I can move on, I can go in a different direction, but I choose to stay and help other people through their situations, through relationship issues, and it will be your career. But let's go ahead and take a look at your career. So we have the Six of Wands, and that's what I mean. You're feeling incredible that first week of the month, and I mean amazing. People are watching you. You're in the social spotlight. You're getting offers and opportunities that you're going to need to reflect on. This is something coming in that is going to be rare. It is going to be rare and unique for some of you. And I'm hearing windmills for some of you, but I'm also hearing aids, hearing loss, listening to people, being a counselor. Whatever this is, you are going to be getting award. For some of you, you're going to be getting an award. All right. That first week is very, very important. It might be on the actual 6th day, September 6th. That is your day. Something beautiful is on the way. Now, the 7th is right here. We have 4, 5, 6, and 7. Although they're out of order, you definitely have a series of events that's going to take place in your career. Analyzing everything you put into what this offer is compared to what you've learned, how you've grown, and what you want. Is this really going to be the right offer for you? You need to take some downtime on that 3rd week. You definitely do, okay? You do. You got to take a break so that you don't have to take a 3 or 4 month break like I just did. I didn't take enough breaks in between, so I had to just shut down. I tried so many times to do videos and I just stopped. I just couldn't do it. It was like I didn't have the desire to do it. I just I need a break. So I feel like you're going to have to do this, all right? So if this is a new opportunity coming in that puts you in the social spotlight, that puts you in a position of public speaking, group counseling, and I am hearing organizations. So it's like a group organization. Some of you, it has to do with dogs. I see dogs and the word vet. So you might be a veterinarian opening up a new group shelter, group home for dogs, and you need to take a break before you come forward. But one thing's for sure, the end of the month, there is the Five of Pentacles, feeling a lack, and that's what we're trying to override this. So the cards are saying, the tarot is saying itself, that you are going to feel like you have put everything out there when it comes to your career. And although you're really doing great and offers are coming in, you're feeling stable, you're being looked at, you are maybe going to go on a 3-month hiatus, just like I did, where you were giving a little too much and lacking in energy. Now, that's for a small group of you, but for the majority of you, this is what you're doing in your career, where you are analyzing people and their situations, holistic healing, working with them in a meditative or transient state to overcome the lack that they've been going through. Now, I know for some of you, it could be, they're showing me, I'm trying to see, the silence was, I'm trying to see if there's coins, a lack of coins. The coins, of course, that's how I see it in my vision oftentimes. And the coins are surrounding you. So I don't feel it's actually a loss of money as it is a loss of time and energy. But you definitely are going to be recuperating a lot in the month of September, but not without some challenges along the way. So let's take a look at your relationships, all right? This is with your family, with your children, your romantic partner, even people you work with. Okay, Sag. Now, some of you, I just got this really great feeling. You've been very, very happy, Sag, over the last few months particularly have been going very good. I'm seeing three months. It could be 3 weeks, but it feels much larger, like 3 months, not 3 years. It has been going good for you, and you don't want it to stop. Now, since we're in the career sector that I'm being shown this, I would definitely say it has to do with your career, but we're also bringing out relationships. September saying whatever is over is over. You're walked away from it, you've ended it. You are transitioning from the lack that I was just describing, and you are going to start something brand new. Even though it was feeling good, I think it's more about you finally feeling good, you finally feeling like yourself again. If you were dealing with somebody who was dragging you down into this nitty gritty, icky stuff, then it's time for you to transform it. You're transforming it. You have to walk a little bit deeper when it comes to this relationship. There may have been something that they were doing that was a little tricky, a little, this is the dark night of the soul. This is an ending that creates us, this like with a soul connection where everything was amazing. Like I said, the last few weeks has been just incredible. And then all of a sudden, somebody says or does something, especially with Mercury in retrograde, that makes us kind of feel like we have to pull away and throws us into this little walk in the dark where we have to feel our way through and see what all of this is about, overcoming the Five of Pentacles. Five, you've got change coming in many areas of your life, and September is the month. So if you're feeling the negative effects in the month of September, that means you're going to rise into this new beginning toward the last part of September and the beginning of October. But for a lot of you, you've already gone through this cycle and you're reflecting on it because Mercury is pulling you backwards and say, look, baby, look what you did. Look at what you did. You've overcome this, and it took you deep, and you had to overcome that pain and strife in this relationship. So job well done, because that is one hell of a journey. Am I right? It is amazing. And look at how you're ending the last week of September. The Ten of Cups, rebuilding your new soul family, creating new partnerships, new relationships, starting new that resonates with you now. No more will you be holding on to anything that doesn't feel right. And for a lot of you, this is actually understanding what the journey is really about. When we meet a soulmate, there's still a lot of confusion out there. What a soulmate truly is, what a soul connection is to us, and what their true purpose is. And it goes deep. You can look back in my Soul's Live on my, it's been there for quite some time, but take a look at that. That will help you a little bit. But you've got this beautiful abundance coming. This is love. This is romance and excitement and adventure. This is feeling happy in your own home, where you can sing again like the birds, and you might even have birds around you, because I'm seeing birds. So we have the card of retreat. And while you're walking through this in the very beginning, the first 2 weeks of the month, maybe even to the third week, retreat. Okay, take a step back and make sure that whoever you're dealing with, the ending makes sense to you, or that you are allowing it to flow through you so that you can feel the positive effects at the end. Because this is saying, the tarot is saying that you do. My guides are saying that you are going to do this. You're like a pro at this now. That's not funny, but it is true. Take a break, take a rest, all right, and let the process do its thing. Pay attention to everyone who is around you, all right? Those of you where it sounds like that 3 is the magic number, 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever it was, and it could be 3 years for some of you. This retreat is so that you can recognize the warning signs that may have been there that you chose to ignore, or just the feeling that you weren't ready to leave, and yet now the parting of the ways has happened for you. Release your ex, because you have something incredible on the way. So as Mercury's in retrograde, August is incredible because we had the full moon, and then it was followed by Venus in retrograde, destroying relationships, tearing relationships apart. That was in the beginning. Then we had the 8-8 portal, the gateway opened up, saying this is going to be yours, whatever it is you want. You have this door opening, this pathway in a new direction. So it's really up to us. And then Mercury comes in, bringing all the people, all the situations, memories of what we went through back into our mind as we head into the first 3 weeks of September. And that fourth week of September is when we're going to take off flying. We're going to take off soaring. So release everything that you have experienced and know you've learned your lessons, my dear. This is your moment to shine. This is going to be that new beginning. So the relationships, if you didn't want one, you're getting ready to open up your heart and allow one back in. The last part of August, when you read this, the full moon, we're having 2 full moons in the month of August. Subscribe to my website. I will write a full moon report for you guys. But that full moon is going to help you finally wipe the slate clear. Like everything is blank, it's all gone. And now you're going to build exactly what it is you want based on truth, all right, based on reality, because now you walk in your authentic self, no more feeling a lack of anything. And it is going to be quite an experience, quite an amazing month for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Sagittarius. Thank you for watching. Much love.